Hello and welcome, my friends, to my super moon, full moon in the sign of Leo for the 9th on Sunday. And Leo, all about the sun star, fire, passionate energy. So that's why I had to bring a fire for my fireplace to celebrate this potent moon. And we've been having emperor power coming through. Two emperors have come back to back on the same read. So, and for my um, year of the rat teaching, he opened up the bite hard emperor opened up the reading. So it's pretty cool. So I want to see what this fire passionate energy is all about, and let's see what happens, because about the fire is all Aries emperor. So let's see what's going to happen. And I did bring out my runes, and I did want to open up with one thing. I usually close with the runes, but because at full moons I always work with my runes, but I did find something in here that I thought was pretty fascinating, so I wanted to relate it to today's reading, because here we have this rune of Sawelo, wholeness, life force, the sun's energy. Okay, if you can see, wholeness, life force, the sun's energy. Okay, and this is known as Sawelo, also known as the healer. Okay, and healing is another huge theme for 2020. Okay, the healing, the balance of stability. Okay, so this is the theme for my reading for this full moon. Okay, and this is potent, so this can go on for 4 months for sure. Okay, Sawelu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow. And 2020 is all about that path, no doubt about it, whether it's spiritual prowess path, or that you are going on your new journey on your new, how you're going to create to make money or move forward in your life. Okay, so it embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Okay, your spiritual being, your spiritual warrior selves. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest. That's why I wanted to read this. Okay, and yet what you are striving to become in actuality is what by nature you already are. Become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. And creativity is all about, the goddess Venus, creatrix as well. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. Sawelu marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. Although this rune has no reverse position, okay, it has no reverse position, there is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. Know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward for centering, for balance. Okay, and here they use the word strength, and Leo Major Arcana card is the Power 8 Strength card. Okay, so know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward for centering, for balance. And balance is key in 2020. Okay, the balance, how the pyramids were built. Timely retreat is among the skills for the spiritual warrior. Okay, Sawelo counsels opening up yourself, letting the light into a part of your life that has been secret, shut away. To accomplish this may call for a profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There is a prayer known as the Gayatri, and I believe in this prayer. I've memorized this because I've had these books since, what was it? We'll look it up later. There's a prayer known as the Gayatri, Gayatri. This is all Viking stuff, okay? Viking stuff. That embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness, and this is as spiritual warriors what we want to become, whole, with the heavens, and understanding that there's dark forces, but we are whole warriors, okay? That's what the Vikings were about, warriors. And here it is. This prayer that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness, address the sun in this fashion. So we're looking up to our sun star, the fire, passionate power. And then you say this Gayatri prayer. You, who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. Okay. So this is what we do when we look out and we come out and we, you know, and here in Florida, I'm always by the sun, I live by the beach, but you are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. Visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart's center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. There is caution here not to give yourself airs. Even in a time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Practice the art of doing without doing. And you know, and that's when the synchronicity comes through. And this is what we want for 2020. Like, you're going to start thinking about something and then you hear it on the radio, or you're seeing something and then it all relates. It's like it happens, you know, it just happens. Okay? So practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort. Meditate on Christ's words. I can of my own self do nothing. Okay, so I can, and from John 5:30 in the Bible. For by our own power we do nothing. Even in loving, it is capital L, love, that loves through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness, which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior, the wholeness. And here we have it, right here, Sawelo. Okay, and the Vikings also believed in Jesus Christ, the power. They believed in the gods and goddesses. You know, they're obviously Odin, who scribed the runes, their powerful god, and Thor, you know, the god of thunder, lightning, Thor. So they kind of considered that the Christ of now, when they were coming over to the continent of the New America, you know, they figured, okay, here we have the Christ, we can bring him on board too, but they called him the White Christ, okay, which I kind of did because I believe in the white light, bright light. So, and you know, ooh, I just got a little, well, yeah, I think that's good, the White Christ. Okay, I might bring that into it now, for the white light, bright light. Okay, so we're going to put this room back in the little bag, and we're going to start pulling some cards, and I think this is a powerful way to start this first super moon, and we have 3 more coming, all consecutive, through another one through, I think through April or something. It's amazing. It's the universe. They're talking to her. I have to believe in that. Okay, so we'll pick a rune in a little bit, and then we'll see what happens. But I did want to bring out, my new Robin Wood deck. This deck really responds to me well, but I wanted to shine the sun card of this deck, okay? And you see there's like a little Cupid baby there, but you see the sun on the stallion, and you know, the red for the bright, you know, red talks about that love, the sunflowers. Okay, so this is the card of the sun. And it's like telling you, like, the sun is here to bring you your joy, your light. Don't give up on you. A lot of things coming. This is like really, this new decade is going to be, I think, fabulous for many of us who will understand what we got to do about our future. Okay, a card's already set on the table here. Okay, let's see what this is. Ooh, the King of Coin. Okay, we'll accept him to our table, right? Of course, the King of Earth himself, the Pentacles, has arrived. Good, he's going to join our party for this super moon in the Leo sun. Good, and look at that, I had the emerald, a little crystal for him. So there you go, green for Earth, all looking good. Okay, so why am I touching these cards yet? Hold on, I'm just going to bring out the sun card. I'm kind of excited because I'm got to pay attention to the fire, but I try to always keep them in control. This is the sun card now of the Witch's Tarot. I wanted to bring out the Witch's Tarot because this deck kind of works with me very well, or we work together very well. Okay? Alrighty, so the King has already arrived. He wants to have a little chat with us. So, okay, oh God, hold on. No, there's like 2 or 3, so we don't want to do that. Okay, so let's just go with this. Now, I do see this card is kind of slid through right here, so we'll just stick it right there for now, okay? That usually doesn't happen, the cards slide down or slide out like that, so we got to keep them though, right? The King of Coin is here. Okay, so we're opening up with the Robin Wood Tarot deck. I'm going to select 3, and I like to pick 9 cards, and then we'll see what happens, and then we'll get a rune out, okay? And really, my friends, really take good care of you this year. You know, just always think positive. I know sometimes days can happen, but you just gotta believe. And this, you know, spirituality matters are really opening up. All these TV shows on mediums and awareness of the paranormal, I think it's what we need to know, you know, so that, you know, the invisible intelligence exists in positive ways and also not. So, but that's okay, and we're going to learn how to kind of work with them. Okay, right, what was this? Okay, alrighty. So, and it's good. Let them know that we're here. And, you know, the beautiful ones, we got to really embrace them, you know, embrace them, talk to them. I think it's very positive. You know, it's like when you say your prayers, right? You talk to them. And that could be your ancestors too, your family members. So whatever works for you, whoever comes across your mind or yours, you know, in your heart you're thinking of, or, you know, you're going through memorabilia. I think that's what's going to come. We want to come back to, you know, to family, whether that's blood related or just people you related to along this path, as we're saying. And remember, we're talking about, it's not when you meet, it's where you meet. That's what I keep hearing, where you meet on the path. It's like you were destined to come, and it's a where. Okay. Well, something unique I'm seeing right here, right now, from a card on the table. And I've had this Witch's Tarot deck a while, but it seems like this has kind of had a little flip here. Wonder what happened there. We got to look at it now. Oh, the Chariot card. Well, that's nice. Okay. I wonder what obviously it got a little bit wet. Okay, well, the Chariot has arrived. Okay. The balance, the major balancing card itself. This is good. Okay, hold on. I don't want to pick up that. Okay, but I had to pick it up because I just was wondering. I try to keep my cards, you know, I mean, I've worn this deck out, but looks like it got wet. Okay, and we have another little bonus card here. And then I have my little dragon cards out too, because dragon energy is all about fire, right? That's why we've got the dragons today. Okay, first card to select. How nice. Leo's strength opens the read. Did you hear it say, yeah? Ah! And look, people, my hair's growing a little bit. It's very thin now, but at least it's growing. I'm trying to avoid the hats, you know. Very, very. And that's what the theme should be for the rest of your life. It's like, just have the strength emotionally, mentally. I know some days it's difficult, but you just keep on going. You keep on ticking. You don't give up. Okay. This is wonderful. And the maiden, you can see that the maiden is, you know, kind of talking, or, you know, yeah, you know, like petting him, you know, like when you're with your little babies, your animals. You know, you relate, you talk, you just, you know, you go into that beautiful time, and you can see how her eyes are, you know, kind of, she's in that happy mode with her baby, you know, the majestic lion here, the boy. Okay, I don't want to get caught up, but that's a good find. the King of Coin comes through, and now we've got Leo's Major Arcana card come through. Now we have the Hangman coming through too. Back-to-back Major Arcana card. Okay, well, this is another card that we want to go into introspection time, in the respect that, you know, this card sometimes doesn't get a lot of, how do you say, real fabulous time on it, but this is one that we really need to, you know, you look at 1 and 2, 3, the creativity card, that's the creativity number, the Empress number, so, you know, but anyway, here we have Leo, the Hangman. You know what, I'm going to just pull up all the cards. The Triumph card, the Ace of Swords here, the Excalibur. This card has also been coming through, and this is all about how we're thinking, our thoughts. Ace those thoughts, you know, before you think, I mean, before you spit it out, think it through. You know, think it always through before what comes out of your mouth. Sometimes that's the issue with people getting into, you know, arguments, is they don't think before they speak, and they, you know, it's sure you get caught up with it, but let's try to, you know, keep it at bay. Keep it, you know. We're going to learn how to, like, really, like, think telepathically nowadays, I think. It would be good. Okay, now we have a 2 of the mental wave. Keeping that balance, that pairing of balancing. And you can see how this card, I don't think, comes out too often from this deck in the regard, because now I'm kind of picking up. If you can see how the swords, okay, the mental way, how we're thinking, the air element, and you can see how beautiful this card, they designed it with the white roses and everything. We were talking about the white Christ, okay, so it's like, you know, Christ conscious, and it's all good. But if you can see, now we have these 2 swords here, but it's like they're like penetrating him in a way. They're like kind of talking to him. You see, like his eyes are closed, his eyes are like the swords are, I've never kind of picked up on that, but they're by his eyes, and you can see like the electricity is trying to like give him that information or bolt him in, or, you know, I think that's kind of powerful right there. And it's just keeping that 2 as that balance, that pairing. And it's like that pair of these daggers that he's got are giving him intense, like, I'm kind of feeling like what the Excalibur sword did. You know, that extreme energy. You know, potent. Okay. All right, so let's keep on moving here. Wow. Another Major Arcana card. Hold on. What? Wow, 2 aces of swords? Oh, wow. The 6 of Cups, I'm telling you, this card does not stop coming through. And here we have the Chariot. Okay. And the Chariot is Cancer's card, and Cancer, you know, ruled by the Luna. You can see the moon is right there. Okay. 3 of Cups, lovely. Celebrate the emotions. There's going to be a gathering, a party. And the Page of Wands. You know, this card always comes through, and I was just thinking the other day, because it popped out again, and I still don't understand the face of this child here, or, you know, teenager. I know he's in the castle, but I just, you know, he's got the fire wand, okay? We've got a Page of Fire wand here, but the cat looks cool and calm, but I can never figure out, I know I'm taking a couple of minutes with that one, but that's the truth. But 2 Triumph aces here. Death of Transformation, Lucky 13, Scorpio's card, the Chariot, Cancer's card, the 3 of Cups, celebrate. Yes. Okay, and 6 of Cups. We talk about that love that's been coming through, and that literally you will know these people. They're from your past. It's like a soul-to-soul connection. Truly. And if you're in that already, and you have that in your marriage, know you're blessed, okay? But this card forever's come out, and it is, you all knew each other in the past with this delicate, you know, genuine friendship, love, before sexual love, obviously, but it was coded. And it seems like you know, where you meet on the path again. I think that's the truth. I think you will recognize, if you're looking for that love, that forever friend who turns into that love of your life. It has to happen, because it's like that card always comes through, and that's kind of what it is. You meet up again and you bond more than ever, because now you're adults, but that you remember so fondly your beautiful times when you were children. Okay? And then here we have 2 Excaliburs. I can't tell you when I had that. I don't think and then from the Dragon too, and my old Robin Hood School tarot deck. This is awesome. New beginning. Think before you speak. Make sure that you put it all, heart, body, mind, and soul, everything, intellect, earth, air, fire, water, spirit, grace. Put everything into it. Metaphysics, alchemy. This is it. And this is the decade. You start now, and then think what you accomplished in these last 10 years. Think about it, okay? Think about it and put it in perspective. And now, with the tools you have, and you have 2 Excalibur swords, you can go shh, shh, kind of like ninja style now, right? I'm a ninja with 2 Excalibur swords. We're gonna kick booty. Be badass. This is wonderful. This is like new beginnings. You're gonna win. You triumph. It's like the gods want you to pull that, have the sword, to pull it. You pull the sword. Now you got 2 of them. Okay? And one, it's just to, now the dragon, say it. I came to play, but if you don't play right. And then this one is just intellect. The intellect. I'm a winner. Okay? That's very beautiful. That's very nice. And transformation, lucky 13, we like that too, transform. You just put it out there. Stay positive and put it out there. And yes, I totally believe in timing. Everything comes at the right timing. But sometimes we just have to, you got to walk, right? You got to walk the talk. You have to wake up every day and put effort. Nothing comes for free. Nothing. What is this? Outrageousness. Ooh. I don't think this card's come through. Okay, these are the dragon cards, right? I've had these forever too. Outrageousness. A dragon charges through the front door wearing a bizarre costume. Would going to extremes be fun today? Yeah, why not? Right? Yeah. As long as it's fun and you're not hurting anybody. Let me put one more and make it a pairing, since we have the pair of swords here. So they're pretty much saying, I'm enjoying this pairing of these 2 swords here. And the strength card opened the reading for this Leo sun. How beautiful. Be outrageous. Like our sun, right? Our sun. Nothing like our sun. Okay. So let's see what we got going on here. Uno más. One more. And then we'll pull our rune. And let's see what happens. Recollection. Okay, recollection. A dragon is lying by the fire, spinning ancient tales. Would remembering your stories add richness to your life? Well, that's something for you to consider. And I think that's kind of what, pulling these 2 Excalibur swords are about. I believe in, souls have past lives and we lived in some time. That's why you can remember things and you're like, how do I remember that? I know I'm a deja vu woman. But recollection. Okay. A dragon is lying by the fire, spinning ancient tales. Would remembering your stories add richness to your life? And the outrageousness, if it does, right? Potent. Be outrageous. I watched the Grammys and the Oscars, okay? Back-to-back Sundays. They're all outrageous. But that's why we watch them, right? That's why we watch. That's why we go to movies. We want to be, if it's not entertained, sometimes they got a story to tell, right? And like the tarot has a story to tell. But we opened up with strength. And this kind of potent energies of supermoons will last us easy 4 months if you want to continue harnessing what we have on the table. But you have the King of Coin, Earth, already arrived on his own. The strength, you know, keep that balance. Celebrate your life. Don't, you know, have no fears. Okay? Sometimes it's best just to go in, close your eyes, meditate, and just think of the ones, the higher power ones that are here to help you. Call on Archangel Michael. Call on a father figure. Call on, you know, that's what we do. We protect ourselves. And protection is a main theme, okay? Main theme, supreme protection. Just in the reading came through, a goddess by name of Supreme Protection came through for angels bring loving miracles. Okay, she's here. Green Tower, I think it was. I have to remember. But, because I want to do these videos of how to teach you how to, you know, be calm around the negative ones. Because they're not going anywhere. But we can balance and be right here. Be supreme spiritual warriors holding our Excaliburs. Okay. All right, so let's see what a rune has to say. And again, I love my runes. My runes was the first divination system ever. I just kind of saw them and I picked them up, and just before tarot, a long time ago. So I have 2 sets here. So I believe in the runes. Rado. Okay, this is a great rune to have. Rado, I think he's like a spiritual warrior, if I'm correct. I don't work with them too much anymore like I used to. I was so fascinated with them, but oh, our fire finally is edging down here. That's good. Okay, so the journey. Okay, so let's see. Whoop! I opened up to the page. Rado, journey, communication, union, reunion. Okay. Rado, R-A-I-D-O. Okay. This rune is concerned with communication, with the attunement of something that has 2 sides, 2 elements, and with the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Okay, so I'm going to bring out this little card right here. Okay, because this is that friendship beauty as children that you recognized, that you cared about each other, you enjoyed each other's company. And this card has come through so often in the last 2 years for sure as well, that it's like if you do meet someone in the future at this time towards the future, that you will recognize each other again. And I think that's why this kind of connection with the Empress and the Emperor that keep arriving together as well is like they want this is meant to be. You're supposed to meet each other again. Okay. Where the path meets. Okay, where the path meets. And you can see this path. It's by a little water stream, and they usually show the kids are, because it's the cups, it's the water, it's the emotions. You can see the little farmhouse in the back, but okay, it's a happy scene. Okay, so the ultimate union that comes at the end of the journey when what is above and what is below are united and of one mind. Inner worth mounts here, and at such a time you are not intended to rely entirely upon your own power. Instead, ask what constitutes right action. Ask through prayer or meditation, through addressing the witness self, the capital W, capital S, witness self, the capital teacher, capital within, the witness self, the teacher within. Okay, so now in italics, they want you to understand this sentence. Once you are clear, you can neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Okay, so once you're clear, you can now neutralize your refusal to let right action flow through you. Not intent on movement, be content to wait. While you wait, keep on removing resistances. And you know, that means like purging and just getting the negative out of your head. As the obstructions give away, all remorse arising from trying to make things happen disappears. The journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. Okay, perfect union, perfect union. And so let's say, I'm going to take these two swords in my hands again. Okay, let's say this perfect union of two people, two different individuals, but they think alike and they want to think this, they think alike. They can have a different twist on how they're thinking, but they think alike. And I think this is what this is saying here, this rune is trying to say. The journey, okay, the journey, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to flip the page here in a second. Okay, so the journey is towards self-healing, self-change, and union. You are concerned here with nothing less than unobstructed, perfect union. Yet the union of heaven and earth cannot be forced. Regulate any excesses in your life. Material advantages must not weigh heavily on this journey of the self, the small s self, toward the capital S self. Okay? Let me see, hold on. Okay. Another of the cycle runes, Raido, R-A-I-D-O, carries within it the form of joy. Okay, so right, here it is. Okay, so pretty. Yeah, we just talked about this rune. Raidos come through. Because if you take the little, see the R, looks like a round. So if you remove this line right there, you see like a P, okay? That's the rune of joy, okay? That P is the rune of joy, okay? So it says, another cycle, Raido carries within its form the rune of joy. For now the end is in sight. You are no longer burdened by what you've left behind. Heaven above you and earth below you unite within you to support you on your way. Okay, your spiritual journey way. Okay, you're gonna like bloom these next 10 years for sure. Okay, a simple prayer for the soul's journey is, I will to will thy will. Okay, so I, small I, will to will God's will. Okay, thy will. Now remember, the Vikings had many gods and goddesses. Okay, so, but they wanted to work their intelligence with their invisible intelligence. Okay, and that's how you work with spirit guides and ancestors and everything. Okay, so I will to will thy will, capital T, capital W. I will to will thy will. Such a prayer of intention is proper on any occasion and is particularly appropriate as a preamble to healing. Okay, so what time am I here? 32. You know what? I'm just going to put one more rune because we have these two, and I keep on talking about these two Excalibur swords, but this is, how we're thinking. So let's just select one more as the pairing, and, I believe in that pairing. I've always talked about the pairing too. It's always beautiful. Movement. Okay. Raido wants movement. Okay, so movement. I have to look at what page the movement rune is on before I continue. Okay. And the rune's name is Ehwaz. E-H-W-A-Z. On page 1. Okay. Boy. They're giving us all kind of stuff today. Okay, movement. Ehwaz. All right, movement. Okay, movement. Ehwaz. Progress. The horse. Okay, we talk about the horsepower, right? The Native Americans, that's what they called horse power. And with power, even automobiles now run by their horsepower. So this is obviously a very important rune for movement forward. Okay, movement to think right, to speak it right, to share it right, to love it right, okay? Balance it right. Ehwaz is a rune of transit, transition, and movement, of physical shifts. And we've got a physical shift right here with the supermoon and, Leo, ruled by the sun. And nothing rules the sun but the sun. Okay, so, a transition and movement of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. And, it talks about new life and, the sun. Without the sun, we wouldn't have harvest of anything. Okay, right? The sun continues, right? We have to respect this really powerful super moon in the sun sign of Leo. Okay, so it also signifies the movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. There is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. Okay, so that's good to always think. See, we got to think it straight. Think it's not a rush. We don't have to rush. It's not a race. Your life is not a race. Okay, but we want to have steady footing. That if we have to run, we're steady still. You know what I mean? We have to do it like that. Okay, so a sense of gradual development and steady progress this rune speaks, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to the growth of a business or to the development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to live and grow. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw movement, another of the cycle runes. Let it be said this way, and in quotes, as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. Okay? So as I cultivate my own nature, my own spiritual prowess, spiritual warrior prowess, all else follows. Okay? This rune symbol is the horse, and it signifies the bond between horse and rider. Bronze Age artifacts show a horse drawing the sun across the sky. Here, Ehwaz, the name of this rune, is saying, you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. Now it is time to turn again and face the future reassured, prepared to share the good fortune that comes your way. The sharing is significant since it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. Woo! That's so good. I'm so glad let's read that last sentence. You know, that's very powerful. Now it is time to turn again and face the future reassured, prepared to share the good fortune that comes your way. The sharing is significant. The sharing is significant since it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its white light, bright light. All around me and within me, protects me both day and night. How nice! I wanted this reading to be powerful. You know, when you work with the sun, at least, you know, every time I work with the readings for the sun star, I really try to be as potent as I can. But last sentence is beautiful. Okay, so here we have to work with the sun. It came on my table, so it's beautiful. And you know, think before you speak. Yeah, 2 Excaliburs arrived. I can't tell you when that's happened, okay? But 2 Emperors coming through. I can't remember when that happened either, but it's happening, so it's all fabulous. Remember, pure spiritual power is what we're trying to line, and that's sun power, like the sun. When you look up to our sun star, nothing rules the sun but the sun, and without the sun and Luna too, Earth could not be here. Okay. I love you all, my darlings. Have a wonderful 2020. Okay. Make 2020 the Empress, you know, the diving board, jump high and dive deep. Breathe deep too. Ciao, my friends. Much love.